Hot out of the oven. These are vegan beans and weenies, totally inspired by the twisted, crazy surprise ending of 1983's Sleepaway Camp. Oh, that was terrible. Sleepaway Camp is definitely in my top 10 list of favorite horror films from the 80s, and that's because it is so unbelievably bad that actually makes it unbelievably enjoyable to watch. I am totally serious about this. Now, for those of you who have never seen Sleepaway Camp, you probably think that I'm making beans and weenies because that's camp food, and that makes perfect sense. However, for those of you who have seen Sleepaway Camp, then you totally get my sick joke. Yeah. So, before we get to my vegan beans and weenies recipe, I do want to say I'm super excited about this video because it is a collaboration with an old YouTuber friend and a couple of new YouTuber friends. So let's check in with them to see what they're cooking up on their channels.
Hey you guys, I'm Chef Cherise from Midnight Munchies and More, and I am so excited to do a collab with my favorite vegan influencers. So, first of all, it's like 100 and some odd degree weather here, so we cooked outside on the fire. We are going to make a vegan Mexican street corn or elote recipe. So when you're done watching this amazing, fun, and entertaining video of this channel, you guys, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button for these folks. They are amazing. When you're done watching this, head on over to my channel. The link will be in the description below, and I can't wait to see you there.
Time Life Books presents the 80s. No, we're kidding.
We love the 80s.
Yes, we do.
And that's why we are so excited to be doing this recipe crossover with Scott, Crunchy Scott.
Scott is like totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
Dude. He really
so
is.
thank you. We're going to be doing a wheat berry salad, which is great for barbecue or a picnic, and you can do it hot or cold. And it's so easy, and it's actually healthy too, if we have any ingredients left, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. So
I promise you nothing.
As soon as you're done with Scott's video, check us out right here.
Go
vegan.
All right, let's make these beans. Right here I have two 15-ounce cans of navy beans. And I use navy beans because that's kind of traditionally what you use in baked beans anyways, but I absolutely love navy beans. So to that, we're gonna add a whole cup of ketchup. And most ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. So that's gonna make these beans nice and sweet, but I'm gonna add more sugar. Quarter cup of brown sugar in there. Mix that up just a little bit. And guess what? Let's add more sugar. 2 tablespoons of molasses. And don't really pay attention to all my measurements here because I'm going to put them in the comment section down below, or in the description down below. So we have plenty of sugar in these green beans, unfortunately. But, you know, hey, at least the beans are healthy, right? All right, so now we need to add some spiciness. And we can do that. I got a little just plain old yellow mustard to add. That's about 2 tablespoons too. It's gonna give it a nice little zing, and a little bit of vinegar and that mustard's gonna help too. And then here I have, a little bit of vegan Worcestershire sauce. And you do have to make sure that your Worcestershire sauce is vegan. And then here I have, let's see, what is that? That is pepper, salt, and then a little garlic powder. I wanna splash those up like that. And then I kind of have, let me mix that up a little bit. Then I'll tell you about my secret ingredient. Oh, look at it, nice and saucy, which is what I love. And of course, when it bakes, it's gonna reduce a little bit, which will be delicious. All right, so my secret ingredient is just a little bit of steak sauce. And it's that favorite steak sauce that all those meat eaters use. Good to know that that steak sauce, it's not B2, it's not C3, it's A, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I add a little bit of that, probably about a tablespoon, and good news, that stuff is vegan. So I actually love to put it on my roasted cauliflower too. Okay, I have greased my baking dish, and that's just to kind of try and keep things from sticking. It's gonna stick anyways because I want to cook this for a long time so that everything gets nice and, you know, kind of caramelized. But the butter, the vegan spread does help just a little bit with that. All right, But again, don't be shocked if there's lots of stickiness in your pan. Okay, so this looks terrific, but I am gonna top this with about, I would say that's like about half a cup of diced onions. And you know what? I'm not gonna leave them completely on top like that. I am going to push them down a little bit because I don't want them to burn. I want them to be kind of in the mixture. I didn't add them to the actual beans when I was mixing up the sauce. You can totally do that, but I do like some of them on top that get kind of like crusty there. So there we go. All right, looking delicious. Okay, you are probably thinking, well, you got the beans, but what about the weenies? Well, we are not going to add the weenies to this mixture. I actually have a technique that makes the weenies taste better. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Anyway, so 350-degree oven, I would say 20 to 25 minutes. We'll check it after that to make sure the sauce is nice and syrupy. I like it when there's a little crusty edge around the edges there of the thing. And then we will insert our weenies. Okay, let's have a conversation about Sleepaway Camp, shall we? This movie came out in 1983, a prime time for slasher film fanatics. So it involves Ricky and his cousin Angela, who is painfully shy to the point where she barely speaks. So they, of course, head off to Camp Arawak. Well, unfortunately, once they get there, there is murder after murder after murder. And I will say that there are some of the most creative murder scenes that I've ever seen in horror movies. There is one murder that involves a curling iron, and let me just say it is truly horrifying. Let's not get it twisted. This entire movie is defined by its surprise, twisted ending, to the point where even to this day, and I've seen Sleepaway Camp dozens and dozens of times, even today when I see it, I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. But it is truly 85 minutes of bad acting, bad directing, bad script writing, all that makes it really great, I think. But to the point where you're almost like, I'm not really sure what's happening. There's a flashback in there with two guys in bed that I think I know what that means, but I'm not really for sure. Let me know in the comments if you've seen Sleepaway Camp and you know what that scene means. Anyways, with all 80s movies, there's also a lot of cool crop tops and tube socks and big hair. And did I mention that there's a really creepy surprise twist ending? Okay, let's get to these weenies. So it is my experience, and this is not a slam on any brand name, but I feel like most veggie or vegan dogs need a little help, and we're definitely going to give these a little boost of help before we put them into our beans. So, not sponsored, but these are the Light Life Jumbo Veggie Dogs. And before we get to my little special technique of making them taste delicious, you do want to poke little holes in all of your jumbo vegan dogs, just like that. Here it is. This is my secret weapon. Not really so much of a secret weapon. This is my air fryer. I also call him Darth, and you will see why when I close things up. But I've got it set to 350 degrees. I'm going to pop these in my air fryer for probably like 2 to 3 minutes. You'll see what they look like when they come out. They're going to look a little kind of like grilled. This is going to give them a nice kind of roasted flavor. If you do not have an air fryer, then I suggest you just putting this in a plain oven at 350 degrees, but it's probably going to take you a little bit longer, maybe for like 10 minutes. And I feel like this gives them a nice grilled flavor. Okay, you can hear that puppy going. There's a wide shot of Darth and his girlfriend, Keurig. There it is. See how nice they look? I would suggest, and I totally lied, I said 2 to 3 minutes. This took about 7 minutes, but if you see, they look a little like they're grilled, and they totally smell grilled. About halfway through, I keep checking them like 2 minutes in, 4 minutes in, 6 minutes in, that kind of thing, and just give them a little shake and get them as toasty as you like. So from here, what I would do is I would just chop them up into little circles or coins. Oh, see, it was done. Circles or coins, and then add them to the bean mixture, and then you can cook it for a few more minutes. There it is. My beans and weenies are out of the oven. And as you can see, I did not just cut my vegan weenies into little coins and add them to the mixture like I suggested. I decided to be a little bit more creative. You know, I mean, this is a tribute to Sleepaway Camp, of course, so gotta be a little special. Oh my gosh, this looks so delicious. Oh, and it really is really delicious baked beans. There's just a really delicious kind of sweetness that comes along with that molasses and the brown sugar that I absolutely love. And there's a little kick of spice in there too that I really enjoy. So delicious. Okay, for those of you who got the joke, please comment in the comments down below and let me know that you've been in on this joke for this whole entire video. For those of you who have no idea what's going on, I have found Sleepaway Camp right here on YouTube. So I'm going to post a link down below so you can go and watch it, and then you can be aware of what kind of craziness that I've been concocting here. And also to let you guys know, I don't usually eat my beans and weenies like this. I have a very special way of eating my beans and weenies. And that's not what I'm talking about. But you'll have to go over to my Facebook page to check that out. All right, guys. I've had a great time here. Thank you so much to my YouTube friends for collaborating with me on this video. You guys are totally awesome and you rock. Otherwise, I want everyone to go watch lots of horror movies this summer and make some delicious, creepy beans and weenies. Almost as creepy as the end of Sleepaway Camp.